Boom! What's up? High ticket challengers, right? High ticket challenge group. Sorry, again, I still can't go on my computer. I can't go live, which kind of sucks. It's gonna kind of hurt with this presentation because I'm gonna be going over like how to find your groups to join, as far as finding your audience, right? Because that's gonna be like the biggest thing. Is people are always like, oh, well, how do I find my customers or clients or whatever? They're already out there. You just gotta figure out where they're at and what rooms, basically what groups. I'm saying rooms now because I'm in Clubhouse so much. What groups to join in order to find those people. What's up, Rhonda? And if we have time, I'm going to be doing maybe a group audit, like a live audit of somebody else's group in here. So if you guys have a group, let me know. And then once we get to that point, if we have time or whatever, we can do that. What's up, Roxanne? Nicole, thanks for joining. So I'm going to hang out probably just for a couple minutes, just to see if more people jump on or whatever before I start going into it, because I don't want to, get too far into it and then a bunch of people join and then I'm stuck, right? So can everybody hear me all right? If you can hear me, go ahead and hit that heart button or like button or whatever. Just want to make sure that you guys are hearing me all right. Been looking forward to training. Awesome. Yeah, this is going to be a very powerful training, right? So this is going to be exactly what I've done. Again, when you guys are doing this, you only want to search for like 3 to 5 groups total, right? Because you're going to have to be engaged in them. You're going to have to spend a bunch of your time in those groups until you build up your group enough to where you don't have to to where you don't have to go into those groups as much anymore, right? You're going to naturally build up that audience, just like I talked about yesterday or the day before, as far as building up your friends list and all that kind of stuff, going into other groups, dropping value, all that kind of stuff, and then ultimately building up your profile, your personal profile, making sure that you're dropping that same information that you're going to be sharing once you join, or once you start your group, right? Because ultimately, you don't want to waste your time setting up a group if it's not going to be a group that's going to have success, right? You want to make sure that it's going to be based on a topic that people are interested in, that they're going to be wanting to join in on. So definitely take that into consideration. What's up, Brittany? Master Storyteller Live Challenge. Awesome. I keep getting notifications from all kinds of stuff. This is crazy. Live audit. Awesome. Yeah, we'll try to get into that here in a second. All right. Well, let me go ahead and jump into it because, again, if people are watching the replay, I don't want them hanging out too long to wait to get into the nitty gritty, as they say, right? So whenever I'm going to find my ideal client or the people that I want to be customers, right? Obviously, I'm just trying to find groups that are already kind of based around it, that already have the audience. So I'm not searching necessarily for my ideal customer or my ideal client. I'm looking for where they're already hanging out, right? So what other groups are there out there that are putting out the information that these people are wanting, and then I'm going to go in there, I'm going to check out the group and see if what they're doing is basically exactly what I'm doing, or if I have a twist on it, like if I have a different way of teaching it or explaining it. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, for you to be successful, that's going to be the number one key, right, is being able to reach the people that need to be taught in a little different way, because that's how it works. That's how life works. Some people are going to buy into you. Some people are going to buy into somebody else. And that's totally cool. That's totally fine. I've had several people in the past, reach out to me because they were following somebody else. And then they said, I just like the way that you teach it better than they teach it or whatever. And it's no hard feelings against the other person. And I wouldn't care if you guys were like, oh, I don't really like the way that he teaches. I'm going to go follow this other person. I could care less. And that's the mindset that you're going to have, right? So when you're building your group, vision board accountability, awesome. So before you even start your group, right, like I said, you want to make sure that you have a good enough audience on your personal profile that's engaging with the content that you'll be providing inside the group. And then you're going to go through that launch process that I talked about on day 1 of how to set up your group and launch it, or the launch process of getting your group going. In this video, though, I'm going to show you like how to get your group set up right before you launch, right? But first, how do you find that group to help build that audience? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my phone. I'm going to flip it around. Unfortunately, I can't do this on my computer. I can't share my screen. So I'm just going to go into just regular Facebook. Hang on, give me 1 second, sorry. And kind of walk you guys through this process, all right? And bear with me. Hopefully I can do this to where you guys can see it. So here we are. This is just in my Facebook, right? So So at the top of your screen, and this new layout wasn't around like when I got my profile shut down like 8 months ago. But you're just gonna click on that little groups button, right? It's gonna pull up all the activity inside of the groups that you're already in. And that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for this top left corner where it's gonna say search groups, right? And I'm just gonna use agency for an example because other people were talking about this earlier today. I'm not sure where at, maybe on Clubhouse or whatever. But you're gonna pull, type in a keyword up in the top left corner, whatever it's gonna be, like whatever your, whatever you are. I would suggest, right? So if I was like a Facebook group growth person, I would put Facebook group growth, right, or whatever, and see what kind of groups pop up. Now, once they pop up, the first thing that you're gonna see is if you're already a member of them, they're gonna have all these that are already selected. I'm a member of a bunch of agency groups just because I'm into marketing and I like to learn different stuff about marketing. But all these ones that have the blue arrow next to them are all ones that I'm already a part of. Now you get down here and you're gonna start seeing these ones with the little plus sign. Those are the ones that you can join. And just because I'm a member of all these groups, guys, like I don't go into them. Like, trust me, I'd never go into like any of these groups. Maybe 1 or 2 out of all these groups I actually go into, and I wouldn't even say on a regular basis. But for you, what you're gonna be looking at is first, you want to look like right here, as far as how many members are in the group, right? So this is marketing agency secrets. So obviously, if I was trying to target marketing agency, like people that are trying to grow their agency or people that are looking for agencies or whatever it is, I'm going to go and I'm going to look up that first. So that obviously aligns perfectly with what I'm looking for. You're going to see that the group has, 6.5 thousand members. And now the next thing that I look for is right here, right? Posts per day. So out of 6.5 thousand members, they're only getting 10 posts a day. Now that could be just because it's maybe it's a group that they approve posts or something like that. But I'm looking for at least 10 posts a day. This next one down, digital marketing agency owners, 7 posts a day. That's not too bad. Here's one right here, but it says 53,000 members, right? So that's a lot of members, and they're only getting 4 posts a day. So that's probably a group that I wouldn't necessarily want to go into. Just because it's got a ton of members doesn't mean that it's an active group. And I would rather see, lower numbers with a lot more posts, right? So 40 posts a day based off of 53,000 members is not something that I would look at going into, right? This one with 2.7 thousand, same thing, only 3 posts a day. It's not a very active group. But I'm looking for something that has at least 10 posts a day, right? So this one would be like a perfect one, right? So ad agency growth, 778 members, right? And 10 posts. Oh, that's 10 posts a week. I thought that was a day. That one probably wouldn't be a good example then. But here's one right here. Okay, 1.6 thousand members and 10 posts a day. That's good, right? That's some good engagement. That's in the group. That means that group is going to be active. So that'd be one that I might check out or look into. This one, 212,000. Digital marketing professionals. That's not necessarily agency owners, but that would be a good one maybe to get into if you're trying to teach people how to grow agencies, because it does have 2,000 posts a day. That could also just be one of those groups that people are just like spamming the group, right? Like, hey, buy my whatever, or do this or that. So that's the other thing. So once you figure that out, once you see how many people are in the group and how many posts a day, you're gonna just join those groups. Find some, like I said, I look for some that are gonna have like at least 1,000 members and at least 10 posts a day. That's my number one strategy, first and foremost. Are there any questions about that? Let me flip this back around so you guys can see me. So if you guys got any questions about that, I'm going to go back through and just say what's up to everybody that's joining in that I have not seen yet. Vision board accountability, exactly. Fire, fire, fire. What's up, Katie? Thanks so much for this training. Yeah, absolutely. Danielle, what's up? Brandy, what's up, Paul? Paul said, hey, dude. Katie said, hashtag live. Awesome. So hopefully that kind of makes sense, right? So I'm looking for a group based off of the people that are already... I don't know how to explain it, right? So people that I want to be associated with, basically, right? Like, so again, if I'm an agency owner and I want people to join my agency program or learn how to build an agency from me, I'm going into other groups that are going to be doing the same kind of thing, right? And then going back into the training that I did the other day, you start adding the value, all that stuff. You got your personal profile set up, and all that stuff starts coming in, right? So that's how that works. Once you start joining though, like, fill out the questions and make sure you be legit with your answers in the questions, because the admin are gonna, start filtering through, and having your profile funnel set up before you go in can also stop you from getting in. So just keep that in mind. Just because they see that you are targeting agency owners and that's what their group is about, there's a good chance that they're not going to want you to come into their group, because they're going to know what you're doing, right? So just keep that in mind. But then after that, it's just a matter of sending them a friend request, like I talked about the other day. So go back and watch that live video. I'm not going to get into that again here. And then after you start building up that friend request, you're starting to pump your feed, your own feed, right, full of the value that you want to drop about being an agency owner or whatever, or growing your agency to a certain level, whatever that might be. And then ultimately, you're going to say, hey, it's time to do some kind of launch, right? Now, with that being said, I want to go ahead and do for somebody, whoever comments below, if you have a Facebook group and you want to have me do an audit, right? I'm going to use you an example, and then I will go through your, sorry, I keep getting all kinds of notifications. I will go through your group right here, right now, live, and I'll share it on this screen through the computer and do a group audit for you. So hopefully I'm not already a member, but I need somebody that's going to be on here live for me to do it. That way I can do it. So Rhonda says vision board accountability, or Matthew. So are those names of your group, Rhonda? Give me some hearts if that's what you're talking about. And then I'll grab one. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Vision board. Accountability. Multitasking, right? So first off, awesome. And I might be able to do 1 or 2 of these real quick, but let me flip this back around. So when I am searching, up here in the top, vision board accountability, right? That's the name of your group. I don't see, it doesn't pop up right away, but let me back out. Let me know, are any of these your groups? Because again, I don't know. You said it was vision board accountability. I didn't see. Here, maybe it's this one right here. Not vision board party. Vision board accountability. This one right here. You have 9 members. Is that you? Just hit the. It's new. Okay, so that's gotta be you, right? The 9 groups or 9 members. So let's just go ahead and run through it, right? So right now it's a private group. You got 1 friend, 9 members. I would do something with your profile picture just so it pops a little bit more, because I think I did a little thing for you on your personal profile, right? This logo that you have should just be this whole thing, right? I wouldn't worry about putting all that kind of stuff behind it. I would just put your logo there because it's your group about it. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and join. So I need you to add me to the group. If you're watching, you might have to back out and come back. Because I'll have to wait, and it doesn't look like. Okay, it's been approved. Yay, got approved, right? So now that we're in the group, you got again your logo. So now with this picture that you had on your image, better begins with N. Your actual logo isn't even showing up in your cover photo, and that's why I would strongly suggest, if that's gonna be your brand, if that's what this is gonna be about, just making it big, right in the center. Draw attention to it right away. Unfortunately, I'm not going to give you probably a lot of good advice on here. Because this is a brand new group, right? So that you don't have anything going on, so I can't really tell. But if I go to the about, sorry, and I'm sorry about the camera work, guys. I'm trying to look at my phone, look at the screen and not my phone. Yeah. So about you don't really have anything filled out. Let me do another example. Really quick, let me grab somebody else's group real quick, because that I can't really do much with this right now. This is an empty group, and no offense, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but in order to get the most out of it, I need to have a good example, right? Let's go back to groups. Sorry about that. Actually, let me grab Melissa's group real quick, and we can just see it real quick, right? So hers, Looks great. You know, she's got the register now. This is obviously to join her challenge. It should have a link, right? Yep. Now, the thing is with this one is, you know, you should have already filled out this registration before you got into the group. However, just because some people can join groups without actually, you know, going through that process, it's always a great thing to have a backup just to make sure that they're getting registered, right? But you can see it's all set up, register for a free live event, which is in this group. Nice, clean photo. Let me back out. I'm sorry. My camera skills are horrible. You know, but she's smiling. It shows you who she is, and then it's telling you what she does, right? That's perfect. Oh, this is the other group. I'm sorry. Melissa's got like 3 different groups or 4 different groups or something, so I get them all confused. Sorry. So this is like her big group, right? 11.4 thousand members. That's awesome. And since I'm a moderator, I don't know if Melissa would be cool with me showing you like group insights. I better not. But anyway, about this group, so this is going to be, you know, the about section, and Melissa's got it going on. Looks pretty good. I'll probably get in here and start redoing this a little bit, just because you want to throw some emojis in here and just make it kind of pop off the screen. What happens is when you have like big chunks of text, kind of like this, it's just not very attractive, right? Like people don't want to read it. So breaking it up, throw like an emoji at the start of each sentence kind of thing. But let's see what it actually says, right? This group is a safe haven for entrepreneurs who financial empowerment. Yeah, so this is good. You know, good description, because it's telling you what you're gonna get like out of the group, right? Like, and that's the biggest thing when you set up your description of your group, your about section of your group. You want to make sure that it's not about you, right? It's about them, because they are coming to join your group. You don't have to sell yourself. Sell what they're going to get inside the group. What's the benefit of them joining your group? So, you know, here, if you are an entrepreneur who's determined to create a reality where you know, create the income you want, create the fulfillment you want, create the lifestyle you want. So she's telling you what you're going to get out of this group, right? If you join this group, this is what you're going to get. And that's how you want to make sure you get it set up. Like I said, I would definitely throw some emojis and stuff in here just to make it pop, but let me go find a different group. Was there somebody else that had a group in here that wanted to me to do a group audit real quick? Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's not a problem, Rhonda. It's cool. Can't wait to see the group grow to full potential. Yeah. Let me see. I really need somebody that has a group that wants me to do it. And if not, I can't really show you. Because the thing that I'm wanting to show you guys is like what it looks like as somebody that's coming into your group, right? So somebody that I'm not a member of their group already, that I can show you really quickly, like some tips. But if, okay, Tina, what is it? Like, comment what your group is so I can. But I'm on Facebook already. Is that the name of the group? Lux Travel and Destinations? Tina, just type yes if that is. That way I can look it up. Lux Travel and destinations. Yes, destinations. I'm sorry that this is kind of like a lot of dead air, guys. I'm trying to do this as fast as I can. So if I search for it, let me flip this back around so you guys can see my screen again. Lux Travel and Destinations. I'm guessing is this it right here? Type another yes if that's you. Right. So I'm going to click on it. And I'm going to show you guys before you get in. This is obviously a good picture. Yes, awesome. Cool. So this is a good picture because it's about travel, right? So it's showing like travel. However, I mean, I would definitely throw some text overlay on, again, what the group is about. So this is Lux Travel and Destinations, which is okay. But just fill out the full words, right? Like, so just make it luxury travel and destinations. Because again, keyword rich. So let's start from the top, right? So this is the name of the group. You want to make sure that this is going to be keyword rich. Like this is going to be what people are finding when they're searching, right? So a lot of times you're going to see high ticket offers for coaches, course creators, and consultants or something like that, right? Make sure that you fill this out. I'm not sure exactly how many characters you have, but just make this like as lengthy as you want. Some people are like, oh, you only need only 3 words or whatever. But trust me, just fill it out. Like the more you do, the better it's going to be. trust me. But make it keyword rich, right? Private group, you got 2.5 thousand members, so that's awesome. Right now, if I go down in here about this group, this is going to show me what, like I was just kind of explaining before. So again, this needs to be like super long and lengthy. Like this is 4 lines, right? 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So this needs to be telling them everything that they're going to get from being a part of this group. Why is it cool to be a part of this group? Why is it awesome to be in this group? When it comes to a Facebook group, people aren't necessarily coming just for the knowledge, they're coming for the community, right? So what are they going to get out of it by coming into the group? Right now it's luxury all-inclusive, just show up and relax, entertainment, hotel and flights, luxury destinations, safe travel plan, right? So that does like absolutely nothing for me. Like even if I was on here like searching for luxury travel, I guess, if I read this, I'd just be like, well, it seems like a sales pitch to me, right? Like I don't need to do that. I wanted like honest feedback from real travelers of destinations. So I would put something like that inside the description of the group, like, come to learn from, world travelers on best places to, kick your feet up and relax or whatever, right? Make sure that it's nice and lengthy. Like I said, this is like super short and sweet. Again, emojis, right? So if it's travel, the plane emoji, train emoji, anything that's going to have to do with travel, that's going to help people kind of do that. Let me keep scrolling down a little bit. You got 2.5 thousand members, which is awesome. Like that's fantastic that you got so many members. And then right here, it's going to be the activity, right? So this is the other part that I look at before I join a group. Once you click on it, 3 posts a day out of 2.5 thousand members. I mean, that's not too bad. Again, I like to see 10 plus posts a day. And if you were the admin of the group, a lot of that's going to be on you, right? Like that's going to be on you letting your members know, hey guys, we want to know, whatever, as far as travel goes, maybe like where's the last place you took a vacation? Where's the next place you want to take a vacation? Like make sure that they know that it's cool to post inside of your group, because the more this number goes up, the more Facebook's going to naturally suggest this group to other people, right? Because you're letting other members go. Again, with Facebook, just like any other, let me flip this back around so I can rest for a second. So when it comes to Facebook, when it comes to any kind of social media platform, their only objective or their only outcome that they want is for more people to be on the platform, stuck on the platform, right? So what is it that's special about your group that's going to get people stuck in the group? That's going to get them coming back every day to check up on updates and details, and how are you building that community, right? Because at the end of the day, like Facebook is supposed to be a social media platform. That means being social, building up the relationships. At the very beginning of your group, that's going to be you building up those relationships, and then kind of introducing members to members, right? Like you got to be that mediator or whatever you want to call it. So start doing that. Start building up engaging posts. Like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to get other people to know that, hey, it's cool to post in my group, right? Like as long as it's not links and it's not spammy and that kind of stuff. But one of the easiest way to do that, so that group sucks. They're not active. I mean, yeah, they're not active at all, right? I mean, you got 2,500 members. As far as the actual posts go, now I don't know necessarily on the reactions and comments, because maybe you are just a kick-ass person. I'm gonna get in there in just 1 second. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and click on the join now, because now join as my regular profile, and then you can go ahead and accept me in while I kind of ramble on here for a minute. I'm not gonna fill out the questions if that's all right, and hopefully you can just let me in, right? So yeah, again, it's all about encouraging your people to find their voice in your group, right? So do a post, but make sure that the post isn't saying like comment below. Make sure that it's like, hey, I want you to go and create a post in this group that's detailing your last experience of travel. Like, how was the hotel room? How was the flight? How was the travel? You got a ton of stuff that you can go with there to get a ton of engagement going. And you can maybe even create like just like a topic of the week, right? I want you guys to post, what do you think about, I don't know, American Airlines or whatever it is, right? Like, it doesn't matter as long as it's related to travel. Or you can do like, hey, I want you guys to do a post this week talking about your favorite travel destination so far, right? That's going to start getting them to start commenting or start doing their own post. And then just make sure that when they do post, that you encourage it. So you go in there, you give it a heart, and then you say, hey, thanks so much for dropping this post. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. Thanks for dropping value if it's valuable, or I never thought of it this way, or whatever it might be, right? Ultimately, you got to be engaged. You got to be engaged, right? She said, tried it. You tried. All right. Did you let me in the group? Because I'm gonna see. I'm gonna call you out if not. Yeah, you gotta let me in the group. So approve my admittance to the group so I can go in there and see, because I want to see what kind of post you're doing, and then I can really dive a little bit deeper into it. If you have to jump off of here, like I said, go let me into your group and then come right back, and then I will pick up and we will get inside your group. But hopefully that's making sense for everybody else. Just getting people, again, when you're the group admin, you are the person that has to do the work, right? Like, you have to be engaging. The number one way to get more engagement is for you to be more engaging. So they don't respond, you're in. All right, let me refresh them real quick and see if I can get in and see. Discussion. All right, here we go. All right. Let me flip this back around then real quick, and we'll see. So new activity, we'll go into this. So that's obviously not you. So he posted. See this, but this is like a perfect post. Like, you need to encourage this. I'm sorry, you guys, you can't see this, right? So if this person posted in your group, right, you're the admin of this group. Josh is the one that posted, and Josh is the one that liked it. Like, why haven't you liked it yet? Why haven't you commented on it? Right? This was 5 hours ago. So he was in your group 5 hours ago. He did this. Hey everyone, hope having safe for now. Speaking, say questions, and then if this is something that you don't want, get rid of it. But I would say, first of all, you need to heart this post, because this is why, again, I was just saying, right? You have to be engaged in order to get engagement. So you need to be hearting this post, and then you need to drop a comment under that says, hey Josh, thanks so much for adding that value to the group. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of people here that want to go to Jerusalem and would love to have a tour guide, right? Build that relationship. Again, that was 5 hours ago. How about you guys? So yeah, so 15 comments, 7 reactions. That's not too bad. Again, let me just run you through another thing. Like, you always want to be re-engaging, asking more questions, right? So I'm planning 4 trips for myself in 2021. How about you guys? Yes, Thailand for sure. Yes, that's an amazing place. And then I would say, what's your number one reason for wanting to go to Thailand, right? Just start building up more engagement. That's all you have to do. Got 2 so far. Go, go, go. Again, like, dive into them. Like, right now, it's like being the cheerleader, right? Which is cool. But at some point, you got to really just build that relationship, right? Beautiful, Costa Rica. So yeah, just take more, invest more in your people, right? Because you're commenting, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. But how much do you know about Dave? Or how much do you know about T? I don't know. I mean, I don't know personally, because I'm not in your group, right? But I just want to make sure that ask them more questions about themselves and really pump people up. Again, this is another post that you should be hearting, right? It's easy. It takes 2 seconds to do it. And if it's not a post that you like, then you need to just delete it, right? So that was Donna, and then I think she posted another one right after it, right? Searching for ideals, destination wedding, look no further. So that looks like it's kind of like a fishy thing, and same thing with here, probably, Dubai. But ultimately, at the end of the day, if you either approve the post and give it a heart and give it some kind of comment, or you delete it, is the way that I look at it, right? Welcome back. And then see, so you're using your page, it looks like, to interact with your is that right? With your group, is that right? So David's your client in Punta Cana. All right. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. So right now, you see all these posts, and I'm guessing that's you probably interacting, right, as your page. And your page, it should be aligned with your actual group if that's the case, right? So your page name and your group name should both be the same. I'm just trying to see. So everybody's just kind of doing the same kind of post. But again, you got to be in there and liking it or whatever. So that's what I would say for right now. Again, guys, it's the most important thing is just making sure that you're being engaging with the people that are in your group. If you want them to be engaging, you gotta engage with them first, build up that relationship, and then they completely buy into you, right? The name of the game is get people to buy into you, and then they'll start commenting. So hopefully that helps, Tina. I appreciate you letting me do that. And again, I wasn't trying to be, rude or a jerk or whatever. I am kind of a direct person and to the point. So if I can see something that I can help you with, I'm going to try to help you out with it. But that'd be my biggest suggestion for you, because everything else, I mean, it seems like you're getting people to post. It's just you're not getting as much post as you should. Like the people that are posting right now seem like people that are trying to promote something, right? You want people to have like a nice, natural conversation in your group. So do a post of, which I know you just did that one. That's you said you got 2 things planned. But let me go back up there so I can see it real quick. So you said, or 4, right? So you said, I'm planning 4 trips for myself in 2021. How about you? That's a pretty decent post, because people can easily answer that, so they could just be like yes or no or whatever. But I would go into more detail, like I said, like really start diving into the details. The devil's in the details, as they say, right? But making sure that it's not just a post of how about you? Like, what was the best vacation you ever took, right? And then let them comment below, and then just keep asking more questions about it. Like, oh wow, what was so special about that location, or what made it special, right? Was it the flight itself? Was it did you meet somebody on the vacation or whatever? Like, there's so much stuff that you can do with travel, because people love to travel. They should all be like super excited to talk about it, right? Like, I mean, that's the way that I see it. So anyways, that's it, guys. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think I kind of went over everything. So when you search, make sure you're searching for people that you want to kind of put yourself alongside of, right? So if there's somebody out there that you look up to right now that is doing it big in the industry or niche that you are going into, follow those kind of groups. Do 3 to 5 groups total. That's all you need. And then you just got to be very active in those groups. So read the group rules, obviously. Don't do any kind of fishy kind of posts inside of those groups. Make sure that you're adding value. Become one of the members of the groups first. Then start adding value as far as, ask questions even. Like, ask questions, and then add value as far as answering questions. Those are going to be the biggest things, right? So we can make a post with picture from your favorite vacation spot, and we will all try and guess the location. Yeah, see, that'd be like a really good one too, right? Like I was talking about the other day. One of the most engaging posts that I ever get, especially in my groups, is, I need a vacation. Where in the world would I be if I'm coming to visit you, right? And then everybody comments on it, because people usually like where they live, otherwise they wouldn't be living there, right? So I get responses from all over the world, and then I just go back in and keep following up with question after question, right? So if somebody says Paris, France, I always use Paris. I don't know why, but they'll pop up saying, Paris, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Is the Eiffel Tower really what it's cracked up to be? And then they'll say, yeah, it's pretty cool, I mean, but I live here, so it's no big deal to me. Same with like people that live in St. Louis, Missouri. They have the big arch, right, which is super impressive. Like, you see it on TV and it looks cool, but if you ever go there in person, it is like mind blowing how big the thing is. Like, I'd never realized how big it was until I actually went. But people that live there don't see it as a big deal because they live there, right? So just dive in and then just keep asking question after question. If that's not the number one hotspot for you, like where's that secret goal or that secret gym at where I can go in France or whatever, that most people don't know about, right? Because you live there, right? So you're gonna give me the best answer. So that's it, guys. If you guys got any more questions about that, let me know. I'm thinking about doing probably a Clubhouse room, I guess. If you guys are on Clubhouse, we can do a room, and I'll go over or answer questions for you guys, and on a more personal level. And the cool thing with Clubhouse is you can be on Clubhouse and then still be on Facebook at the same time, even though you're on your phone. So what I can do is, if we decide to do that, and you guys want a more in-depth kind of look at your groups and more live interaction, to where you can say, hey, that's what I'm already doing, then cool, we can do that in Clubhouse maybe tomorrow or something. And you guys, I'll be able to look at your group. We can both hold our phones up and look at everything that's going on together, and get it going. All right. So I think that is it. I'm trying to think if there's no other questions. I'm going to go ahead and stop yapping. But I appreciate you guys being here again. If you didn't watch the first couple days, go back and watch those. We do have the contest in this group, guys. So if you want to invite some friends, just use the post strategy that I shared with you yesterday inside of the live. There is a sample post that's inside of this group that shows you exactly what I'm talking about. And the funny thing is I did it just for an example in this group, right? So it was the who wants a high ticket launch thing or whatever, right? And it worked inside this group. So we had a bunch of people that were commenting on it, like, yeah, sure, I do, whatever. And it's like, okay, you're in the group that's going to be teaching you this. I'm using this as an example, but it just proved my point, right? And the first comment, I went through the exact process that you guys should do. So they commented, and I said, hey, cool, is it all right if I send you a direct message? And then they're like, yeah, sure. So I proved it to you guys, right? I proved it to you in this group. It works. You can take that same exact post, go and do it on your own personal profile in your group or something like that. And then once you get them into the DMs, like I was talking about yesterday, just send them a link to get signed up at melissaricker.com/HTC, right? And if they leave your name in the referral box, whoever has the most referrals is going to get a $100 gift card and a 1 hour coaching session, one-on-one with me. So that's like me just going in and giving you everything I possibly can in an hour, right? So not just fluff and stuff. Like I said earlier, I'm direct and to the point, so I'm not going to come into this hour coaching call and be like, hey, why don't you tell me about yourself for the first 15, 20 minutes and just waste time. I'm going to be like, where are you at and where do you want to go? Let me help you get there. All right? That's it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Rhonda, thank you for the incredible value. Again, awesome. You rock. No, you rock. You guys all rock. You just need to get out of your own way and get into the light. All right? We'll see you guys.